So I used to always set New Year's goals and New Year's resolutions, but I always ended up feeling like the person in this picture right here. I would never actually end up doing what I said I would be doing in the goals or the resolutions. And so by the end of the year, I would just have failed terribly. And that's because of this thing called a year-long goal cycle. So every January, you set a new goal and you think to yourself, you have plenty of time in order to accomplish that goal. And you do. You literally have 12 months in order to reach it. So I mean, there's not really any pressure for you to work on it right now in January. You got 12 whole months. But then December comes and you basically thought this same thing for all those 12 months and you never ended up actually doing what you said you'd end up doing. And by the time December comes, you realize you have like 3 weeks in order to accomplish a goal you had set for yourself for the entire year. So you just basically give up at that point. This is also true even if you set something like a resolution, like if you just want to exercise more. That's even worse because you could just wait until December to start exercising, and there's no reason why that's not allowed. So what we want to talk about is the new way to set goals. The way I'm going to describe in this is going to basically eliminate this entire cycle and also make it so you can still set something on New Year's Eve. But before we get into that, let me just shout out real quick. In the link to the description, I have a free community where you can access all my teachings about how to gamify anything, how to find the motivation to do the stuff that you don't want to do and make it as addicting as playing video games. It's free right now, but it's going to be paid in the future. So make sure to lock in your registration right now if you have the chance. But back to what we were saying. This whole idea is from this book that I read recently called The 12-Week Year, and this completely changed everything I thought about setting goals. What he says in the book is basically, instead of setting a goal for the entire year, set it for just 3 months. This obviously destroys what we were talking about before because it makes it so you can't just say to yourself that you have plenty of time because you only have 3 months. That's not a lot of time. That's 12 weeks in order to accomplish this goal. So you have the instant urgency. And the second thing is creating some kind of plan with it. Obviously, goals are completely useless if you have no plan. So you need to make sure that you actually understand how you're going to achieve this goal. This is the other problem that people often find because they say stuff like they want to exercise more, but they have no plan for how they're going to do that or how much they're going to exercise or anything like that. I've used this exact system myself to accomplish some very great goals at the end of 2024. I plan to continue using this in 2025. Anyways, this is Jimmy signing off.